Hi, my name is Kingsley Ugo. I'm from Nigeria. I'm originally from Imo State, but I'm based in Lagos State, if any of you understand. So I'm a Lagosian, that's the call us. I used to be a student of one. So I came into Newfoundland being a student 2017, studied a master's at Memorial University Educational Leadership, graduated May 2019. I'm a business owner. I'm the owner of Royal Cleaning Services, and I've been running business for over 3 years. We offer commercial janitorial services for commercial janitorial needs, industrial construction, vacation rentals, restaurants, specialty cleanings. We're also considering going into residential cleaning in the next couple of months as well. This is us. It's been a steady growth. I'm always on standby. So there were times that I used to work physically a lot more, just cover up a lot of shifts, and we didn't have workers to cover the shift. But as soon as we start having workers, I had to step back and start looking at the administrative side of running the business. Still a baby in that angle, but I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm still here. It sounds like a business. It's a job. Yeah, it's a business for me, and it's a job for some people who work for the business that I own, and they get paid for it. And it's a business for me because I offer a cleaning service, and everyone just thinks it's just we come in, we clean, and we leave, and we get paid. But for me, over time running this business, I'm beginning to understand that aesthetics adds significant value to your mental health. I asked a friend, I said, how do you feel when you go into a hotel room, you check in? How does it feel? He said, there's this feeling you have. You go into a hotel room, they have a queen size bed. You have the same queen size bed in your house. They have a comforter, a duvet, whatever they have in that room. But for some reason, it feels like paradise. And there are only two reasons for that: aesthetics, which is basically the staging of the place, the ambience, and the cleanliness. That's what we bring to the table. That's another reason we're going to residential cleaning, where we want to go into people's home to add value to their homes and bring happiness and smiley faces. And everyone loves a clean place. Everyone loves a clean place. You know what I mean? Yeah. For me, running a business is my own way of communicating my thoughts and expressing myself to the world and say, hey, this is who I am. This is what goes on in my head. And that's why I run a business. I like to think about what people have as a problem and how do I give them satisfaction. And how do I teach people who work with me that it's not the money you're being paid, it's not the fact that you have a job, it's the fact that you had the opportunity to add value to somebody's life even though you're being paid for it. For me, it's all about the process. If the process makes absolute sense, that's satisfaction to me. Yeah. I don't think my business is the whole Newfoundland experience. Right now, I do own run a business, but my Newfoundland experience, genuinely, that's just one aspect of it. So I came into Newfoundland hoping to study masters in educational leadership. I did not know what I was getting into, to be honest. I had a huge culture shock first. Everything was different. Everything was very different from what I'm used to. People see things differently. It could be really, really challenging to an extent where I felt lost for 2 years, to be honest. I genuinely felt lost for 2 years. But Newfoundland in itself has taught me a whole lot of things, which is it's a rich place. The landscape is beautiful, the ocean, the food, the air. It's a place full of potential and opportunity. However, the biggest challenge I have was been learning to be open-minded, to accept another person's worldview or perspective of things, to basically fit into the place. Someone said Newfoundlanders are friendly, and another person said, I don't think Newfoundlanders are friendly. And I said to the person, I used to think that, but I've come to the conclusion that people express love the way they like to receive love. And Newfoundlanders are friendly the way they like to receive friendliness. But then I'm an international, and the way we express friendliness where I'm from is completely different from the way Newfoundlander does it. So you can see this friction already, where I experience friendliness a whole different way and you experience friendliness another different way. So for that reason, I think I have struggled understanding Newfoundlanders for a long time, but now I'm beginning to figured out that there's a bias where I'm expecting it to be done the way I've always done it. And now just, the idea, just awareness of knowing that you think you're open-minded, but you can be even better open-minded if only you allow yourself to see it from that person's direction. Yeah, that's been the biggest shift for me in Newfoundland. Another difficulty is weather. I'm coming from a place where I think the lowest I've been is like 21 degrees, 18 degrees, you know what I mean? And then you're stuck with where 18 degrees like is having the hardest time of the day, and your body adjusts to it. The weather is very expressive. Not the best right now. You may not like the weather. We all don't like to talk. We all just say the weather is not great, but like it is this is the weather in Newfoundland. It's expressive. Just focus on the positive and say, hey, this is what it's gonna be for me. And trust me, no one knows what the results are gonna. I don't know I was gonna last 3 years in business. I'm still 3 years and going 4 years. I never knew this was gonna happen. It was a risk I took inside my bedroom, on my bed, posting on Kijiji. It was just like, okay, let's see if this is ever gonna work. And in 24 hours, someone called me to get my first job done. And every day has been one step after the other. About me, that's none about me. I'm just a regular curious guy. No matter what you do, you're just gonna be who you are, and that's what I figured out in life. Is this is your story. There is no other. You can't change. Just leave it. This is your story. Just leave it. Yeah, and someone else is gonna love it. No matter how terrible you might think it is, your life, someone is gonna love it. Just leave it. Yeah. So I'm just a curious fella, and running a business to me is just. It's me expressing my curiosity of the world. I want to understand the world. I want to communicate with the environment. I want to communicate with people, but how do I do it? I only do it by showing to people that, hey, this is who I am. I run a business and I'm not super great. I'm just who I am. Just this is not me. Meet me, Kingsley. That's it.